It's Wednesday, so that means we get another episode of Daredevil Born Again. And oh my god, it is now 9:30 at night, and I was up at 3:30 this morning. I made myself a full English breakfast, and I got sat down and I watched Daredevil Born Again episode 3. And do you know what? No action in this episode, but also I wasn't disappointed at all. This were taking us back to Daredevil, Matt Murdock, courtroom, justice, all that bollocks, and I loved it. Now, look, these we're doing spoilers, by the way, because it's out on Disney Plus. If you want to go watch it and you're planning on watching it, instead of watching us, you've got Disney Plus. Go fucking watch that. A lot happened in this episode to why now Matt will probably come back as Daredevil. Obviously, the Hector stuff, White Tiger defends him in court. They win the court case. You know, they have some great conversations throughout. You know, nowhere near as good as like Frank and Matt, but they were having some brilliant conversations throughout this episode. And I'm sorry I forgot his name. The actor who played White Tiger just sadly passed away the back end of 2023. But yeah, they really played well together in the scenes. And he's like, look, you know, even after he reveals his identity, he's like, look, you're gonna be done as White Tiger now. And he's there telling Daredevil, which he doesn't know. He's there telling Daredevil that it's more, more than just that. You know, it's not like he puts on a suit and stuff like that, which were great. And then the shocker death at the end just gets his head blown off by not, I think people are as dumb as they used to be. I think a lot of people are catching on like, that's not the Punisher who killed Hector. It's definitely this like cop cult of Punishers, who are taking the Punisher logo and making it stand for something it really shouldn't. Kind of just blew Hector's brains out. And then, yeah. Also, Kyle, did you notice at the beginning of the episode, the truck hijacking? The cop had a Punisher tattoo just there.
Mm-hmm.
So they're making it very subtle in some scenes. It's like, he's got a Punisher tattoo. I think all these cops were Punisher tattoos. I think they're controlled by Fisk. I think, we're seeing this thing at the moment where it's like, no, Fisk's trying to do good. He's trying to do better. Fisk is going to take his Punisher task force, anti-vigilante task force, and he's just going to clear out all these gangs and everything and just have ultimate power in the city. He's even playing against his own wife, Vanessa, but he's saving face to her. He's like, no, I'm being good. I don't do that anymore. And like he says to us, sometimes we need to let chaos reign. It's like, oh, Fisk. God damn it. But Kyle, what did you think of this episode? We haven't watched this one together. I have no idea what you thought about this episode.
So I, yeah, there's not much in the way of having action. It's a very serious episode this time round, and it got me thinking of like, because I know one of the things that they were saying about this show when it first the first version of this show, or the first version of this season I should say, is that Daredevil wasn't going to suit up until like the 4th episode. I mean, it looks like that's going to be sort of the case now anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But all in all, I enjoyed this episode still, and I've been loving this show so
Yeah.
far as well. Yeah, I wish we got to see a little bit more action with White Tiger. I wish there was just something there where
Yeah,
you
I,
could
I
see.
think we would have got more if the actor didn't pass away. He passed away before the reshoots happened.
Right.
So I think they had to use what they had of him,
Yeah. Like I say,
so
it was great though, the whole sort of court stuff and law and Matt thinking he's he's won here in a sense. You know, he's starting to
Yeah,
believe. You know, after that last episode, the second episode where he's kind of like, you know, oh, the devil's coming out a little bit, and then at the end of this episode, he's like, oh, you know, the justice system's doing its thing. I believe in that.
yeah.
I'm sticking with that.
And
And
look,
he's saying how much he doesn't miss it and things like that.
he tells
Um,
Hector he can help in other ways and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I think he's going to learn. He's going to feel so guilty
yeah,
because he, no doubt about it. Yeah, it's not Matt Murdock's fault that Hector's dead, but he kind of got him killed in a way by
yeah.
revealing his secret identity. And he's gonna that Catholic guilt, man. It's gonna eat up at him, and he's gonna have to get to the bottom of it. And then he's gonna go to Frank, and then it's all gonna come together. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's very exciting the path that they're taking with this show and all these characters. You know, as you know, as an episode though, just general thoughts. It was good. A little bit shorter. It did feel a little shorter, but the runtime was still like 47 minutes, including the credits. So
Yeah.
still pretty good. Still happy that they're not doing this annoying runtime stuff. Um, yeah, I had something in my head that I wanted to say, but I've kind of lost my train of thought with it.
Well, one thing I
Um,
want to add on to there's a lot of people going, "This was a boring episode." It's not like the original. The original show had episodes like this. It's just you don't feel it because it all released at once and it all blended together. There was many shows in the couple of seasons, maybe season 3 where he suited up the most. Obviously in that black suit because he is just Daredevil at that time. But season 1 especially has many episodes where he is just Matt Murdock, and there's some of the best. Like with him and Foggy having the conversation when Foggy finds out he's Daredevil. I think it is episode 3 in season 1 as well, where they do the court case for the guy with the bowling ball, and then obviously Matt fights him at the end and he pierces his own head through the thing. But we don't like Daredevil because of the action. The action's great on top of it. You know what I mean? It makes it so much better to like it. But the reason we love Daredevil is because of the character moments we get, and Matt Murdock is, without a doubt, one of the best characters in the MCU. Now he has now that the 3 seasons have been canonized, he has officially got the most screen time in the MCU. He is the character we have spent the most time with. And he's so complex, and I love it.
I want to jump in here and just say one thing. You know the whole mystery of like who shot the White Tiger at the end of the episode and the whole thing with the Fisk tattoos. Also, I just want to say those cops are vigilante hunters, but they're using a vigilante's symbol. I just think it's like the irony of that.
The thing is, Frank, doesn't see himself as a vigilante. He sees himself as a soldier, like he says to Daredevil. He says, "You get to hide behind a mask. Soldiers don't," which he doesn't. Which I suppose they kind of like him for, where he is. No, I'm Frank Castle. This is me. Don't put my head behind a mask.
Yeah, but I will say this. It kind of worried me for a second there, and I think my worries are shifting away. I think I'm just kind of like, like shell shocked from the Disney Plus era of shows where they kind of do this, especially in the Marvel ones where it's like, oh, you've got this mysterious figure. Who is it? What's going on here? I kind of got that a little bit with this episode just because of the whole Punisher tattoos. What do they mean? We've had 2 episodes now where they've been shown and nothing's really like explained it. And it's definitely something to do with Fisk. And I just kind of wish that, for me, it would make these scenes between him and Vanessa a little bit more impactful if it was more like we know what Fisk is up to. We kind of, we have a good idea, and he's lying to his wife, who
Well, she lied to him.
And, yeah, but I mean, it's that's like one of my slight worries that was kind of growing a little bit, but I have faith in this so far. This show hasn't disappointed me. The first 3 episodes have been nothing but Daredevil, just solid.
Now,
so
look,
yeah,
I rate episode 1 9.5. Episode 2, I rate it a 9. I'd kind of feel disingenuous with myself if I didn't rate this episode a 9 as well. I'd say it's very on par with the second episode.
You've
Um,
frozen up. Sorry,
have I frozen up?
you have.
Can you still hear me?
I can see you now.
That's
Yeah, you're
fine
all
if
right.
people can still hear me. So look, nine's all round for this. Kyle, do you think we're getting suiting up in the next episode as Daredevil? Not that he
Very
needs
likely.
to, but it does
No.
seem like, and like I said to you as well, because we're getting that 2 episode for episode 5 and 6, and I said episode 5 and 6 are going to be the Punisher arc. So I feel like next episode will be some investigating, and then
Bit of
episode five and
interrogation.
six will be Matt and Frank together, and then I'm assuming they're gonna do the Muse, finish off the Muse arc, or that'll be an arc that they have that carries over into season 2. Because
Yeah, I'm wondering where the fuck is this character. I don't know anything about him. He looks awesome and he looks very intimidating, and I really thought that was going to be the big bad in this, but it kind of feels like Fisk is taking the stage, the center stage for
so he
that.
should.
And so we should, yeah. I mean, it's a good idea to get you. You do want to do new things and you want to explore more of this character. You don't really want to do the same stuff again because we've already had that. Especially throughout all 3 seasons of the Netflix show. So but I think it's okay because it kind of cushions you back into it. You want Fisk to be there. You want him to be prominent. You obviously want there to have like summit between Fisk and Daredevil. It's always interesting to see how characters evolve, how people evolve with so much time passing by. It's really interesting to see. So maybe Muse is potentially a bigger thing in the next season, but I don't know. I kind of feel like if Muse isn't in it now, then you've got Frank Castle already on the way. You've obviously had a little bit of White Tiger there, and Fisk is
Yeah,
the main player really going against Daredevil here, and his wife as well. His
yeah.
wife is also now a player in this, so I don't know if they're gonna have a good opportunity to really flesh out Muse because I would have really liked for them to do what they did with
Now,
season 2 of Daredevil with the Punisher. Punisher is just kind of doing his own thing and got his own arc, but it kind of weaves with the Daredevil stuff. That's kind of what I wanted from Muse. Doesn't look like we're getting that, but
well, the thing is,
we'll see.
we don't know a lot about Muse just in general. So, and he is a deranged psychopath. So that's really all you need to know about Muse. But look, by the time we get to episode 6, we've still got 3 episodes left. You can do a lot in 3 episodes. So by the time we're getting to a point where the Disney Plus show would finish, we can have 3 episodes for a murder, a murder mystery, trying to find the murderer sort of stuff. And I don't think it's all gonna. I think it's gonna be because we've already had hints of Muse already. Painting. I think he was the person who went to go see Matt's girlfriend Heather when she was doing a book signing and stuff like that. And so, look, I don't think it's all gonna story next story, story next story. I think it's all gonna be happening at once. It's just some stuff's gonna take the front focus first. Like I said, my thing that I originally thought was the thing that's going to get Frank back into it is maybe Muse killing Karen. I don't think we're getting that now. We know Deborah Emerald's coming back for season 2, and Frank's got a pretty good reason to jump back in right now. So, yeah. Kyle, let's have it then. What would you rate this episode? And just remind everybody of your ratings of the last 2 episodes, if you can remember them yourself.
I don't
You
remember
don't
him.
have
I'm
to.
sorry. I don't think I actually. I don't know. I don't think I actually gave it a number. I don't know. I can't really. Again, I'm not really. I'm kind of falling out of with rating number wise. But if you had to force me to say a number, I'd
I'm
say
forcing you. I'm forcing
I'd
you.
say it's a solid. it's like an 8.5 to a 9. I'm floating around there. If
Yeah.
there was a bit more of White Tiger in there, it would have bunged it up half a point. If there was maybe just something teasing Daredevil suiting up again, maybe seeing his reaction to the death of White Tiger and just being left on that, I think then, but they left us with the cliffhanger with the Punisher logo, so that's really cool as well. Yeah, that's where I'm sitting at it anyways. That's where, those things I've mentioned would have helped it maybe bung it up to a 9.5, even a 10. But yeah, it was always, always expected to have a lawyer episode, a heavy lawyer episode with Daredevil. And if people are saying that's not what they want, then
they're not fans of Daredevil. They're
why
not
you-
fans
yeah.
of Daredevil. If they're saying, no, that's not what we wanted, then you're clearly not a fan of the original show. So, yeah. Right, guys. Thanks for watching, and that will do us for today. Me and Kyle, maybe tomorrow, might hit you with a Invincible full series review. What do you think?
Yeah, we could do, yeah. I mean, I'll be at
Yeah.
yours, so we'll just film it there and then.
Yeah. No
We
problem.
always like to do our little, just scrunched up in your
Yeah.
setup.
You're going to have to sit on my knee because I've chucked my other chair.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, don't say it like that.
I'll just...
Oh, no.
I'm just going to sit in the... Mate, I'm just going to be laid back on your bed, be like, yeah, sir, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna send you home and we'll just do it over this. After I fade you. Right. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you, I guess, tomorrow then.
Woo.
Bye. End it then. End it. So I can't leave him here by himself. Just.
Oh!